Quite some time ago, Subterranean Press had a book up for pre-order. I passed. I will pass on authors that I've never read, and if a story or the collection of stories doesn't sound interesting, I'm not going to buy a copy. Not unless I know the author. But I eventually did get this when it was on sale. I believe it was even over 50% off when I got it. It's Heartless by H.G. Parry. Now, I am definitely glad I eventually got a copy, and it sat on my shelves for a few months, and I finally got to read it, and I am very happy I did read it. Now, this book, this novella here, Heartless, is a prequel to the Peter Pan novella by J.M. Barrie. And I think it's very well written. I think it's paced well, and it starts with the origin of the friendship of James Hook and Peter Pan. Now you're wondering, how could they be friends? Well, they are friends. They're both children at the same orphanage, or as the author calls it, a workhouse. And Peter Pan eventually flies off to Neverland, and James Hook is on this quest to eventually find Neverland. That's his goal in life, to find Neverland and find his friend Peter again. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I think you need to discover it for yourself when you read this. I think it's definitely necessary to read this if you're a fan of the original Peter Pan novella, or if you're a fan of the films. I could tell you a bunch of spoilers, but I think it's more enjoyable for you to discover them, just like I did. Some of the stuff is shocking, you don't see it coming, but that's all part of reading a book, all the surprises that you get to discover for yourself. That's all I really have to say about it. If you're a fan of the Peter Pan story or the characters, or if you want to know more about James Hook and about what he had to sacrifice and the kind of life that he had before he turned into the villain in the Peter Pan story, you should read this. I think it's definitely worth your time.